And we're back, Fashion Dolls. It is finally Friday, August 15th, and we had some technical issues. I could not see Dwayne, but I am back. Hopefully, it will work this time. So let me see. I don't want to drop. Yeah, I don't want my phone to drop. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you're just coming back in, welcome, 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 welcome. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? It's just Dwayne. We could not see him. So let me go ahead and share this live with him so that we can get him back in here. Give me a sec. Again, in the meantime, head on over and subscribe to Alvin Tit for Tat This and That if you have not. 20 shares as you just come in. I hope you guys... All right, he's back, so let me try to add him now. Because I had the same problem when I was in the ET Corner, and go and check out that interview. It's pretty good. Black, I can't see him. I cannot see him for some reason.
Let me see.
Do you have another device? Because I had that same issue when I went and I did an interview on another podcast where they couldn't see me and she literally had to switch devices.
yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna switch devices.
Okay, he's going to switch devices and I'm going to bring him back up because I still see a dark screen and it is buffering. So, in the meantime, between time, I'm going to hold it down while Dwayne comes back in. He's going to jump out and jump back in, and I'm going to add him back up. We're going to get it right because I've had these things happen. We're going to get it right. But in the meantime, y'all can enjoy all this chocolate goodness over here. Just enjoy it. Oh, my goodness. How are y'all doing today, Fashion Dolls? Have y'all been enjoying the shows this week? It's been a job. Taking care of my mom, and then hosting this platform as well too. It has been a balance. When I tell y'all it's been a balance with hosting Style by Stevie and making sure that she has everything that she needs. I have to literally be secretary, nurse, uh, doctor, everything, hairstylist, everything to her because it's a lot in the state of condition. And I'm just going to be transparent and put it out there. When you are dealing with malnutrition, and we see it from other kids in other countries who have been starving. It's like you have to rebuild your strength back up. Her balance has been off, all of these things, and it's really taking a toll. So it requires a lot of energy. So let me go ahead and share this with Dwayne. That's briefly what's been going on with me, is just that making sure that she's straight, that she has everything that she needs. And to anybody, right now is the current state of the world as it continues to turn each and every day for worse. We have to make sure that we are staying up on top of our health. Like I talked about the health scare that I had when they called me back from the doctor's office and said, okay, you pre-diabetic, you need to get back out here and exercise. And as y'all can see, it is paying off. Every single day I do 30 minutes of exercise. And I'm so thankful to be back in a state where I'm healthy because I mean, I'm already healthy, but I want to live longer. I have a nephew, as I talked about, and I want to make sure that I'm around to be able to do this platform, that I'm able or around to be around for a long time to stay in this fight for everything that is going on. So, without further ado, hopefully Dwayne is back. Yes, wait, update. Dwayne, go update. Go to Play Store and update, and then come back. Because I just tried to invite you, and that invite is, it's like it's not lighting up. So while we're waiting on Dwayne, again, I'm gonna hold it down. But we're talking about health. In the meantime, between time, y'all need to go and check out my colleagues' panel, Alvin Tit for Tat, this and that. We have such a good time. Is me, it is Black Anarchist podcast, and the book is called Blame It on the Dress. And it talks a lot about toxic masculinity, homophobia, dissecting it, all of these different things. And my other colleague, who is dynamic, by the way, who cracks me up every single time, my colleague Bubs the God, who I brag on so religiously because he is dynamic just in his own way. And he's learned from the great Conscious TV, who was another one of my colleagues who I've had on the panel as well too, and worked with, had the pleasure of collaborating with, and who I just recently had on my show not too long ago. So it's amazing to be in proximity with all of these amazing, dynamic individuals. Like we each collectively have our own thing going, and that's what makes us so different. So make sure that you're going and checking out these panels. Don't be shy. Come on up. If it's something you want to say, we can do it respectfully. And and we also educate as well too and bring awareness. Like the most recent conversation that we have was on pronouns and respecting people's pronouns and how key and crucial that is in these times. Because, see, a lot of people were brought up in different eras, and it is important that we educate ourselves. It is important that we sit down and ask. And as I stated, one of my guests, they asked, what are your pronouns? She, her, boom, say less. So it's key crucial that we continue to give each other respect, and not only just that, but to also make sure that we are sitting and having the hard hitting conversations, because that's what it's going to take for us to bridge this gap. We need everybody. So let me see if Dwayne is back. Not yet. All right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Let me know. Give me a leopard if you can see what I'm saying. Since I got on leopard print today, that would make sense. Give me a leopard in the comments if you can see me, if you can hear me very clearly. Because IG has been on some BS. They done made it so if you got to have a certain amount of followers to go live on here, like at least in the 1500 category. And if you don't, they won't let you go live. So they are cracking down. IG is not playing. It's key and it's crucial that you definitely, definitely alert yourself as to what's going on right now. Another thing, make sure that your locale is off, because that has your street address, everything. Make sure that your locale is off. That little map right there, when you go to your notes, make sure that it's off. Mine's is all is always been off, and I'm going to keep double checking it, because I don't trust this administration, this regime by any means. Please make sure that your stuff is off. Like for real, for real. Make sure that your stuff is off. So I'm gonna send this to Dwayne, and then he will be joining me hopefully. Yes, as my colleague stated, make sure that make sure that your stuff is off, because you don't want nobody finding out your exact location where you're at, because we're living in some dangerous, scary times right now. It is not safe for any of us, especially if you have brown or black in your skin. So make sure that your everything is off and not on, because that's some scary stuff right there. While we're waiting on Dwayne, also, what other announcements do I have? Make sure you go and check out next week's lineup. J Lamb joins me, so make sure you guys tune in for that. We have Nard from Real Life ATL joining me also Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, the 19th of next week. So make sure that you are staying tuned. Um, Hopefully, I can add Dwayne when he comes back. He's on another device, because, like I said, IG has been tripping. They've been on their BS lately. So, what else? What else is going on? What else is going on? Offers left and right for me to go on other shows, and I'm loving it. Like, this is the season. This is my prime time. Like, you know how Deion Sanders would say, it is the prime time. This is my prime time right here. Like, so thank y'all so much for wanting to know more about my story. Check out the interviews that I've been doing lately. Like the most recent one was with my girl, uh, Savanya McIntosh, Savvy ET Corner podcast. Make sure y'all go and check that out. That was pretty dope, because we touched on all things fashion and beauty. It was a great conversation. And then the most previous one that I did, which was with One Man Catalog, shout outs to LaTroy Gardner, Stop, Look, and Listen podcast. Make sure y'all go and check that out. It is reposted. I love the new repost feature here on the gram, but that map feature, not so much. Again, that's a danger to everybody. So make sure that your stuff is off, period. Because you don't want nobody finding out your exact locale unless they are close friends and family. Those are the only ones who should have that info. Hi, Danielle. We're waiting on my very special guest to come in. While we're waiting on Dwayne to come back, I'm holding down the fort. Do y'all have any questions for me? Anything you want to know? Did you enjoy this week's show? It's been crazy this week with so much going on in Texas right now. And I have a feeling, hopefully, that my colleague will do a panel this weekend as well, too, because I got a lot to say about what's going on in Texas. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it loud and clear. You cannot buckle or bend the knee to fascism. Because whenever you give a fascist what they want, especially with this regime, they have such a insatiable craving for more. It's like pancakes. When you like pancakes, you're going to want more pancakes. My mom has been having cravings for pancakes lately. She loves pancakes. So she came in with this big box of waffle mix. That's just an example, pancake and waffle mix. So when you like something, you're going to want to go and get more of it. So make sure that, oh yes, thank you, Daniel, for reminding me of that as well, too. um, let me tell you something. I said this the last time with Justin, and I said it on my colleague's panel as well, too. Donald Trump is Vladimir Putin and Netanyahu's silly hoe. And shout outs to my colleague Bubs the God. Bubs, we was just talking about you and how amazing you've been doing with these conversations. Again, you need to go and check out the visuals that he's doing for the Blame It on the Dress from Black Artists Podcast. You guys need to go and check that out. Um, we're going to need every voice in this movement. We're going to need every voice in this movement because we can't do it alone. Let me see if Dwayne is back in here. He's back. Wait a minute. Dwayne, check Play Store. Go to Play Store and see if it's an update. Because I've just tried to add you. Ah, and I will check that tea out once I'm done. We're still trying to get my very special guest here. I'm holding on and being patient, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna add Dwayne. We're gonna have some fun today. But also, I wanted you guys to, before we got into my interview, having the fun with Dwayne, the group home. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it with Michael James, a great ensemble cast. The series, the group home. Uh, Scary times that we're living in right now. I would say save as much as you can. Don't be like me. I went and I bought a bunch of perfumes. I stocked up. Don't judge me, y'all. We listen and we don't judge. All right. So let me try now. Give me one sec. Nope, it's still not letting me add you. For some reason, it's not letting me add you, Dwayne. Did you go and update in Play Store and Google Play Store? Because everybody make sure that your app is updated. And make sure that again, like I said before Dwayne came back in, make sure that your locales are off. Because you don't want nobody finding out your direct location where you're at. That is scary. That is some scary stuff. So make sure that your locale is off. When you go to the notes, they show that map, that globe. That's a clear indication as to where everybody is at. Make sure that your stuff is off. While we're waiting in Dwayne, I'm gonna hold it for Dwayne. I'm gonna hold it down for him and until he comes back, and then I'm gonna add him because I don't know what is going on with IG today. Like for real. Make sure that your app is updated. Bub said he dropped some tea in the group chat. I'm definitely gonna go and check that out. I've been noticing a lot of technical things happening with those that I talked to. I think retrograde is still in effect. Yeah. And right now, is it Libra or is it Cancer season? Which one? Mercury in retrograde. Y'all let me know in the comments. Sound off, because y'all know I'm a Scorpio. So October, October 31st is my birthday. For those of you who do not know, Halloween. So um, my mom's is October 7th. So she's a Libra. I'm a Scorpio. Yep, yep, yep. But it has been a lot of technical issues going on. Like I just remember my live that I did with Dr. Debrina Sandifer, and it ended. We were talking about Tyree Nichols, and my live ended mysteriously. It's a part. That's why it is a part one and a part two. So go back and check that interview out. I've been sharing a lot to the group chat with my colleagues as well too, as it pertains what's going on. Mhm. So let me see. It's still not lighting up. I see Dwayne, but it's still not lighting up. I don't know what is going on. What is going on today? So we have to bounce back and forth from device, device, device. Make sure everything is updated, Dwayne, and I'll add you. If that doesn't work, then we can use the device you had previously, and I try to bring you back up. But I don't know what is going on. If we do, it's going to buffer the quality of my Amir. Let me touch on that. Because I have some thoughts. I came in at the tail end of it. I have some thoughts. And I said this when I did my interview with Country Boy Kiki. And this is pertaining to the climate that we're in. You cannot be oppressed, black, and claim that you're pro-black and vote the way you did in this election. We know the history of systematic racism. We know the history of systemic racism. And we know that what's going on right now, as of right now in this climate, is very dangerous if you are black or brown in this country. So I'm gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna talk on the tail end in the group chat because I have some thoughts. But without further ado, hopefully it works this time. I'm gonna add my very special guest. Please welcome to the dollhouse, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a hand. Dwayne Cottle.
I don't know what is going on.
Either. This is crazy. Your picture just popped up.
I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll work with it like this. As long as
Oh
you can
man.
see me, as long as you can hear me, let's flow with it.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah, I
know
can
he's on
see
a,
you.
I know you're probably on a time crunch and I can't keep him. But again, I apologize about the technical issues.
Yes. Yes,
No,
yes, yes.
yes,
How you
yeah.
doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, TGIF. It is such a pleasure to have you here, and welcome to the Dollhouse.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, 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 yes. So before we kick off this interview, how has 2025 been for you so far?
I'm sorry. I, you went out.
Yes, I was saying, how was 2025 for you so far?
Oh man, it's been a blessing, man. God really, really is pushing me to do something that I really wanted to do, and I think it's working out all in His favor and His time.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. It's all aligning perfectly. It's all coming together in his plan. So
Yep.
let's start from the beginning of your journey. Tell us, who is Dwayne Cottle? I know who he is, but
Oh,
for
okay.
those of you who don't know, who is Dwayne Cottle and where he grew up? Where did he develop passions and inspirations for acting?
Okay. Well, I was originally born in Jersey City, New Jersey. Um, I ended up moving to Atlanta my ninth grade year in high school. So you can understand the transition being in Jersey all the way up to eighth grade, then moving to a new place. So I hated Atlanta the first two months I was here. So um, I went to Mays High School. I was playing football there, And then the actual coach that got me to Mays, he ended up getting terminated. So I ended up transferring to another school, which was Thero High School. That's where I graduated from. And I went on pursue my football career. So I went to Bethune-Cookman, where I played football there. And those dreams got shot because I ended up getting hurt in the game we was playing against FAMU. So, did school and all and didn't know what I wanted to do because my whole plan was to play football. And one day, me and my friends was walking in Shannon Mall. Do you remember that mall? And I remember Shannon Mall in Atlanta. And this lady, this Caucasian lady, walked up to me because me and my friends, we play around a lot. Like we just play. And so we was playing around in the mall, and we was doing playing like some Shakespeare stuff and acting like just playing around. And this lady walked over to me and she was like, "Hey, you ever thought about acting?" And I was like, "Nah, I ain't never gave it no thought." And then she was like, "Well, you should, you should think about it. Here's my card." And I was like, "All right." Boom, took her card, didn't think about it. So back then, a long time ago, when people used to actually watch commercials, I kept waking up in the middle of the night, and it was like, go to this acting class, do this acting, something acting. I just kept waking up in the middle of the night about 5 nights in a row. Same thing, acting. So I was like, all right, G, I get it. Okay, I get it. So I called the lady up, and she was like, yeah. So I was like, hey, how much you trying to make me spend? And she was like, whoa. Well, since you put it like that, if you let me be your agent, I won't charge you anything, and I'll just send you through the classes. I was like, okay, cool. Went through the classes, and she started getting me like little stuff, doing Shakespeare stuff. And I really wasn't comfortable with doing it. So I went to her and I was like, hey, can you get me in some more urban stuff, And she was like, yeah, sure, absolutely. I ain't heard from her since. So, through this journey, I end up having my kids. I was still pursuing it, but I just wasn't as focused because I wanted to focus on them more. And I had 3 boys, um, which is now 20, 23, 21, and 17. And they played basketball, so I kind of fell off. I did movie Dirty Laundry. That was with Loretta Devine, Rockman
Yes.
Dunbar. Yeah, I was in that in there, and I was like, oh, I made it, I made it.
Harry J. Vaughn was also in the film. And my colleague, one of my good colleagues, Nathan Hale Williams, is also one of the producers that also
Yes,
starred in that film as well too.
yes, and Maurice, I can't remember what his name was. That was so far ago, but Nathan was one. Maurice, yeah, and after that, it kind of like dropped down. It faded, kind of, kind of faded away, and I started focusing more on my kids. So I had another opportunity presented to me. It's a movie it's on Prime right now. It's called Love and Success. Um, Rico Ball is in it. He's actually, I think I just saw him on Divorced Sisters. He's playing that. He also played Andre Rison in a TLC movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that was with the Baz brothers, and kind of built a relationship with them. And so every little thing that they would do, they would give me a call. But I wasn't really focused like I should have been because I was still focusing on my kids. So my oldest son graduated in 2020, uh, and my middle son graduated in 2022. And I was like, you know what? I need to start focusing on me. Start focus on doing some of the stuff that I want to do. I help them. They in college now playing basketball. I got one left in high school, and he's playing basketball as well. So I was like, you know what? Let me kind of focus on me and step back out there. And people started biting. They started, reaching out to me, asking me, "Hey, you want to do this? Hey, you want to do that?" And I used to do like funny, crazy little skits on my IG, and and people just like, "Hey, you want to come do this? You want to come do that?" So Michael James, we actually doing a cartoon. It's called Black Rednecks, and that's gonna be hilarious. You guys can also go see the trailer of that on Black Rednecks TV on IG. Um, we got the trailer up, and me and Michael James is in that, and he was like, "Hey man, you should come audition for the group home." I was
Yes,
like, "All
you.
right," and I was like, "Yeah, okay, all right." And ever since that day, stuff has just been going up for me ever since then.
Now in the group home, you played the character of Sam. I watched the series and I'm just like, okay, they got to come back. They can't just leave us here. They're fighting to save the group home. And then when y'all did the talent show scene, because Michael posted a clip of it, I fell out laughing. So much fun. What was it like filming the group home? First of all, what was it like working with Michael? Because we see him in Polly Love in Peach City, which is out.
Yeah,
Make sure you guys go and check that out. Great project. Rico Cassadine. Shout outs to Sasha Love, his wife, beautiful wife. They work together in these projects. Shout outs to also, I cannot remember, Maya Speller, Dr. Maya Speller, all of them on this amazing project. But what was it like filming the group home? That the talent show scene took me out.
man, it was amazing, man. We had a great time. Like we it was like a lot of the stuff that you see on there is like because we just couldn't. It was like we just laughing and playing so much with each other, and it felt good. It felt real good, and everybody had fun. We had a blast doing it, and it's just everybody clicked. It was just it was good. It was good. We had a good time.
And it was an all ensemble cast. Again, like I said, again, Michael, we know him for Polly Love and Peach City and
Yeah,
so a number of plethora of other projects that he's worked on, but to see him in his comedy element and still going, still keeping it going. So shout outs to Michael James, amazing actor, amazing filmmaker. And I had the pleasure of sitting down with him. This was during the winter time last year, 2024, I want to say, when we did that interview. And
yeah,
a sense, talking with him, it was just a sense of he was saying so many things about being humble, about, just like you, fatherhood, being a dad, and not only just that, but having responsibilities, taking care of responsibilities. And that was going to be my next question for you. Balance, how do you do it, Dwayne? Because I know for all of us in the entertainment business, for anybody that is in this business, I was just talking a few minutes ago while we were trying to get Dwayne on, and I was saying that my mother's been sick, and I lately been having to be nurse, caretaker, doctor, on call 24/7. It is a never ending job, especially in the condition that she's in. It's going to take a lot of me. So I was saying that it's going to take a lot of us to be healthy in order to make sure that our loved ones, kids, parents, whomever, is good and taken care of. So for you, how do you find that balance? Because I know that being a parent and then having to be an actor on set, it is like no days off being a parent. But for acting, yes, you'll get that call back, and then there are some days when you won't get it. It's like a hit or a miss one day. So for you, how do you find that balance?
Oh man, it's by the grace of God, man. It seems
Yes.
like everything is just falling in place for me. Um it's like now I'm working on a few things, and then my son is their basketball stuff is starting to starting to pick up now. So it's like um it's almost like everything working in my favor. Like if I gotta do a reading on Tuesday, my son got something to do on Monday. If I got a reading to do on Wednesday, my son got something to do on Thursday and Friday. If Now it's been a few times like we were shooting and they had things, but they understand, so they understand it now, and then they more self sufficient now, so they could do a little more and understand like, hey, I know dad doing this. I know dad is, so I know he'll be here. And even then, while I'm on set or while I'm doing something, I'm calling them. Hey, how's it going? You doing this? Oh, okay, it's working out. All right, bet. I'll call you later. So it's just, man, it's just I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how it's working. Like, well, I do know how. It's God doing it, but it's just working out in my favor, and I appreciate that a whole lot. Like, and I think my kids appreciate it as well, and you know they'll support me just as much as I support them.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. From Jersey to Atlanta, I know the journey for you must not have been easy to get from there to there and that point. Pretty straightforward to it. But what advice would you give to anyone who's looking to pursue their dreams? And first of all, because you injured yourself, you was playing football, and then you go from playing football to acting. And not just that, but in times of uncertainty, people are like, what is going to be my next move? I wanted to do this, but what is going to be my game plan for my next move? What if this doesn't work out? So, what advice or gems would you give to people as it pertains to following their passions and their desires when the first plan doesn't work out?
Man, I just say stay humble, stay prayed up.
Yes,
Um, don't No is not the end. No is not the end. You'll get 1,000 no's. All you need is that one yes, that one yes, and it'll take you further than those 1,000 no's.
absolutely. And I'll give you an example. I don't know if he's still here. My colleague, uh, Bubs the God, shout outs to him. So much love to him. Bubs is on the road to almost 1,000 subscribers. Now he's been out way before me. I started Style by Stevie right after high school, and I use this example for a reason because it comes from experiences. The experiences hasn't been easy for each and every one of us. And your sister is here, Shay 1002. She says, stay focused and keep pushing.
Yep.
Absolutely, girl.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I know for any one of us, we have businesses we want to start, we have things that we want to work on. And it's just like, you know what? I'm optimistic. Let's make it happen. Let's get it done. I create vision boards. So it's almost everything that I created on my vision board, I do a mental checklist each and every day. Yes, I don't know if he's here. He's probably doing something at this moment, but he's at 946 subscribers. He is well off on his way to 1,000, and that is because he has put in the work. That is
Yeah.
because he is consistent. There are some days where he's off, and we talk about balance because he's close with his family as well too, making sure that his mom and his dad and his family is taken care of. So I can understand that balance, and that's for each and every one of us in the entertainment business or and just real life in general, having to find that balance or pick up that empty void. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Yep.
not here. But shout outs to him. He'll see the replay. That boy Eli 18 says, I didn't see me in the movie. Will the Great 33 says, love you, cuz keep doing your thing.
Yeah, yep, yep. Appreciate it, guys. But man, it's just, and it's something that I like to do. It's something that I want to continue to do. I'm not close to God changing my path because he already changed my path one time, and it worked out. Working out good for me right now. So I would just, the advice I give is stay humble, keep pushing, and no is not the end.
You've done a lot of comedies. We're gonna shift gears here because we talked about passions and
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I believe that in life we have to find a light space. And in a world where it's so dark right now, comedy has been my escape, has been my getaway. For you, that was a question I also wanted to ask you because watching the group on them and then going back and watching some of your other projects, you are big on comedy. You and Michael, you all both have such range where you're able to portray an array of different characters. They're all not able to be the same, but we can relate to them in some sort of way. So for you, as it pertains to the comedy aspect, because I know with comedy, the thing is timing. You got to be on time with your jokes, with your punchlines, everything. So if you had to do a Mount Rushmore of your favorite top five comedians, who would be on your Mount Rushmore?
Oh, let's see. So first, of course, I have to put Eddie Murphy up there. He is he is. I love Eddie Murphy. Like I love Eddie Murphy. So he would probably be. He'll definitely be up there. Um, let's see. I'm getting to like um Cat Cat Williams. Um, I think his action, his movement. I think some of his stuff is very funny. I love him. I would definitely want to work with Cat Williams. He's very hilarious. Um, Eddie Griffin. Oh man, back in the day, Eddie Griffin was the guy. Like I still laugh at some of his jokes now that he told back then. And the last spot, man, it's so many. It's so many. The last spot I would probably. Mm, I like to leave the last spot open because there's so many people that I can put in there. It's so many people that I do. Let's see. So I really love Jamie Foxx as a comedian.
Oh yeah, and Live in Color, and Live in Color doing stand up. That's how the world got to know him, and now he's this Oscar winner. What Ray?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really love Jamie Foxx comedy shows that he had. Like he had some funny comedy shows as well. So those will probably be my ones I can watch over. And it's a few of them now that I'm starting to like. I'm starting to like their opinion of things and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that'll be my Mount Rushmore.
You like some more? I like Adele Givens. I love Myra Hayes. I love Ronaldo Ray, who was in Friday. You seen him in Harlem
Yeah,
Nights. It's funny you mentioned uh, Eddie Murphy because he was also in Harlem Nights with you got Richard
yeah,
Pryor, you got Eddie Murphy, and you got Red Fox. And back in the day, Red Fox had those albums, those vinyl
yes.
records. You couldn't go and listen to them, and if you did, you had to make sure your parents didn't catch you listen to a Red Fox album, or if not Red Fox, then LaWanda Page, who plays Aunt Esther on Sanford and Son. She was a comedian. A lot of people
Uh
don't know
huh.
that. She did stand up
Yes,
and stuff.
yes, he was. Yeah.
But and My grandmother said, "Oh, she got a filthy mouth," because on the show, if you see her as Aunt Esther, she's talking about the Lord and everything. But on stage, she didn't care. She was just unapologetic with it. And of course, it comedy wouldn't be comedy if it wasn't for Mom's Maid. We wouldn't
Yeah,
have a Samora
right.
or a Monique or any of the queens of comedy if it wasn't for Mom's Maid.
Yes.
Marsha Warfield is one of my favorites. I love Lunel. Um, who else?
I like Lunel as well. I love Lunel. Samoa actually was in Dirty Laundry with us.
Yes, she was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like Wanda too. I like Wanda. And of course we can't forget the incomparable Bernie Mac, like his colloquialisms, his everything from the Players Club, Dollar Bill
Yeah.
to the Bernie Mac show. We know his words, his lines.
I'm sorry. I have to put him next to Eddie Murphy. I'm sorry.
Mm, I love Bernie Mac.
I,
I
I,
love Bernie Mac. And then
we
his
still
show. His show was like him giving you an insight into his childhood growing up in Chicago, what it was like with he and his mom. He would call her Big Mama. If you watch the Bernie Mac show, if you watch the show, he would call
yeah.
his mom Big Mama. And then we go
Yeah.
back to the clips of him and her, and it was funny. So I think somebody mentioned Godfrey. Godfrey is good as well
Yeah.
too. Um,
Godfrey is good. Yeah.
it was so
It's
many.
it's a it's a yeah. It's so many that I'll sit back like Bruce. I
Oh
used
yeah.
to work when I was in high school. I used to work at this shoe store, and it was a women's shoe store. And Bruce used to come in there all the time. And when he came in there, work stopped because we all just stood around him, and he just cracked jokes the whole entire time. So it used to be so funny. But yeah, Bruce is definitely one of the guys that we looked up because he was touchable for us,
Oh yeah.
for people here in Atlanta. And like those other guys, I felt like they wasn't touchable. Like we couldn't interact with them. And then I came up in a time where it's not like it is now. It's like the stars to us was like the stars. Like you never seen them outside. Now you go down the block and be in a Walmart and be like, oh, I see. And then some of the got people like I went to school with, they're like celebrities now. So it was like, wow, like it ain't even real no more like that.
And authentic. Bernie Mac was that. Another one of you mentioned Leslie Jones, Daniel. Yes, I love her too. Another comedian who I think was also relatable to people as well, where it was like, that they can connect with us in some sort of way. I would have to say also would be David Allen Greer. I love David Allen Greer. And
Yes.
speaks of
Yeah, he
humbleness.
was.
Talks about what's going on in the world, but he makes it funny. If not him, then Tommy Davidson, who I've had the pleasure of sitting down with. And it's a place where it's like I'm humble. I never forget where I came from. And not only just that, but they're relatable and they're so down to earth. I've never interviewed David. I would love to interview David, but Tommy, I've had the pleasure of sitting with firsthand. And
Oh
yeah,
man, he
energy.
was really, yeah, he was really funny. I love Tommy Davis. It's crazy. Like I feel like I take a little bit from everybody,
Oh yeah.
just a little bit of everybody, because those are the people that I grew up with. Those are the people that I grew up liking. So it's just like, I mean, that's like Will Ferrell. I like Will Ferrell. He is hilarious to me. So it's just, you know, it's it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Um, Jim Carrey is another one that we keep
Jim
forgetting about
Carrey.
Jim Carrey because I mean, Fire Marshal Bill, Fire Marshal Bill, and then Ace Ventura, the news anchor. I mean, if it's not him, then it's Steve Carell. And SNL was where a lot of these comics, if not SNL, then Def Comedy Jam or Living Color, a lot of these shows jump started the career of some of the biggest comedians today in the world. And
Yeah.
here, here we are now seeing them at the plight of their career. So I mean,
Yeah.
so many. Arsenio Hall did comedy as well too, specialized in comedy.
Arsenio, yeah.
So I mean,
And Chris Rock.
oh
Chris
yeah,
Rock. And even David Chappelle, David, like it's just so many that you'll just take different things from and just them my peoples. The Waynes, the whole Waynes family is hilarious to me. Like
oh yeah.
I want to work. I want to. If it's a family that I have to choose to work with, it's gonna be the Waynes family.
Marlon, I love Marlon, love Kim, love Sean. I had the pleasure of meeting Marlon at the hair show, and I posted that picture. This is in 2012. Just graduated out of beauty school, and was so laid back, so down to earth. I used to love Gilda Radner. Yes, Roseanne Dana Dana. If you guys watched SNL, I mean, Whoopi Goldberg, a lot of stars that we see today, look at them now. From
Yeah,
then to now, they're just starting off getting their feet wet on the playground. Of course, there's Martin Lawrence. We can't forget Martin Lawrence.
Martin. Oh
There's
no. Oh,
so
I
many.
gotta put him. I gotta move somebody else on, and I gotta add him up there as well. That's my guy. Like I can watch the Martin Lawrence. I can watch Martin every day, every single day. I can watch the same episode and still be laughing.
Oh, and we know the insight because what Martin would do with him, what he did was very genius with his show. Uh, they will be trying to basically tag each other, make each other laugh. Because you know, when you're in character, that's what happened when
Yes.
you did my interview with Tommy Davidson. He broke out into one of his In Living Color uh, characters. And my mom, she called me before the interview and she said, what if he breaks out into one of his In Living Color characters? And sure enough, did he do so? I was trying to be professional because he was talking about his book and everything, and then he just breaks out in one of his characters close to the end of the interview. Cracked me. So when you're doing comedy, it's about timing. It is about throwing that joke in that punchline. And with Martin, Martin would do the unexpected, like the episode where Brubman stole the tape recorder. We all know that. Carl Anthony Payne broke down what happened because they were supposed to actually have a real dog. And we know Fox and
Yeah.
hottest black sitcom ever on Fox. You're next to Living Single and Rock and a Living Color. And you're having to get a budget to get this dog. It was actually supposed to be a real dog. That's what Carl Anthony Payne said. But
Yeah.
they didn't have the dog, so they came up with they have props on shows. So
Right.
they
Right.
got a fake stuffed animal, and the rest was history because Carl Anthony Payne seen Martin. His wheels are turning. With Martin, you don't know what you're gonna do. He's gonna do something crazy. He's gonna do something wild. So
Right.
it's just
Right.
like Leslie Jones. Like Leslie literally came off stage and I mean, she was just making fun of this girl's headband. It's the clip out there. I wish y'all can go and see it. You have to go out there in the YouTube verse, and the people in the audience just could not stop laughing. So I mean, Leslie does the same thing that Martin does, and that is, we're gonna literally get physical. The episode with him and Jodeci. I mean, he's gonna do the unexpected. You don't know what you're gonna get with Martin, and that's why we love it. The
Yes. Yes.
courtroom episode too. We can't forget that one. So I mean, it's so.
Yes. Dragonfly. Oh my God. I can go on and on.
Oh man, he dialed 911 with the ATM machine. I mean, he always getting beat up. If you go back and you watch the first episode where I think Gina got robbed or something, and they had to go to Gina's house for self-defense training, and the guy was like, "I want my money. You better
Yeah.
have my." Money. Kept pushing the guy, and the guy tore him up. You hear Cole literally break character and laugh. If not Cole, it would be Tommy. So I mean, in real time, this will be going on. So it's hard when you're working with a comic to keep a straight face and not laugh because you're gonna laugh. So I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a lot of that happen in the group home. a few times. It's like, and one of them they actually had to keep in there because it was just too funny. Uh, so yeah, if you go back and look in the group home, and I was like, I told her she had a little tank back there, and the guy said, "Sure do." And it was like not expected, and everybody just bust out laughing because it was hilarious.
Tommy with no job. Yes, and then you could hear Tommy's laugh because during the taping of Martin, it will be live. Like that's the thing that we're missing nowadays. A lot of sitcoms. Yes, there's an audience there, but you literally can hear people like stomping their feet. Like if you would go to Def Comedy Jam or Comic View, people would be rattling the tables. It would be so gut busting funny to them. Those are the
Yeah,
feelings that we had. It's nothing like going to a comedy club.
yeah, that's something good. I'm working on. Well, actually, it's gonna be next Saturday. I'm doing a murder mystery. The first, they said, the first hip hop murder mystery dinner.
Mm.
And
Stay tuned, y'all.
oh man, I'm so excited about that. So it's gonna be like crowd interaction and a nice dinner, and they gotta figure out who the killer is. It's gonna be great. Oh man, I'm excited about it.
Oh yes, On Esther, Jamie Foxx, Eddie Murphy, all of those. Those are some of the LaWanda Page. Yeah, those are some of the goats and comedy
Yeah.
right there as well. And it's another one, Robin Harris. We forgot about Robin Harris.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Dad
yeah, yeah.
House Party. He was
Two
kids'
tears in
dad
the
on House
bucket.
Party. Bebe's kids. He did the voice for Bebe's kids as
Yeah.
well.
Yes, that was Robin Harris was good too. I really liked Robin Harris. Gotta go, gotta go.
Yes. Oh, he was also in Harlem Nights. The Harlem
Oh
Nights with
yeah.
Eddie Murphy, Ronaldo Ray, Charlie Murphy, the late Charlie Murphy, may God rest his soul, also a comic. But to see Bernie Mac, uh, Samuel L. Jackson, Charlie Murphy, all in one together, you got the best of everything when they did the movie Soul Men together. So I mean,
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It was so many people in Harlem Nights. Now I'm thinking about it, wow.
yeah,
I
and
didn't.
Red Fox.
Now that you say he was in there, I remember Tommy was in there too.
Yep, Tommy. Shout outs to Miguel Nunez, Arsenio Hall, uh, from BET's Family Business New Orleans. Uh, Layla Roshan, she was in there waiting to exhale. Yep, she was also in that. She was in there. You had Jasmine Guy, of course, who comes from a
Jasmine guy, yeah.
from a different world, which is
Different
a
world.
sitcom. So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I mean it was an all ensemble cast. It was an all ensemble cast.
Oh
And
man.
each and every one went to just go further in their career, and it's
Yeah,
still
yep.
standing the test of time.
Yeah, it's like that whole cast is was big. Just like Living Color. The whole cast of Living Color was just they all huge. Like they could just sit back and relax now.
Jamie, like I said, is an Oscar winner. When you guys think
Yeah.
about Jamie Foxx, I mean, we see him sing on the show. We seen him literally get his feet wet. But a lot of people again forget that he did comedy clubs as well too. And him and Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle reunited on one of the late night shows, and they were just talking about their start in the comedy clubs and getting their feet wet in the world of comedy and how tricky it can be your first night. I've sat and interviewed with a lot of comedians as well, and it's not so easy the first night. You got to make that audience laugh. You got to make them laugh. That punchline, that joke better land and it better stick with that audience to where they're just nothing but laughter. And Comic View gave a lot of comedians that we see today their start
Yeah,
in the business industry.
absolutely.
So
Yeah,
Coming to the Stage was a show that BET also had that would give comedians a head start into their careers in comedy.
Def Comedy Jam. Yeah, that was, oh man. I think that's a hard job. I think that's a hard job to stand in front of somebody and tell jokes that's gonna make them laugh. Like, I'm goofy, so I could do goofy stuff to make you laugh, but storytelling, that's hard. That's hard.
You got to come up with material. And Bernie Mac pulled from personal experience. I mean, from him going to church to family, everything. And you got to be able to make people just kind of put themselves in your position and they can relate to it, but they can also laugh at it in some sort of way. And that's the best kind of feeling is when you're able to also, again, as you said with, which comedian was it that you said? Bruce, being able to
Yeah.
connect with that audience, that home base, where it's just like, okay, hey, they're from where I'm at right now, and this person is really like me in the way we're laid back, down to earth, and has a personality, all of that. So you got to be able to connect to them. BT will
Yeah.
probably be going away, and that's why we have to create more and more networks. And like we have shows like Wild and Out, which is in a way I would have to say, like in Living Color, it gives you a little bit of that element of
Yeah.
Living Color, but they had the Fly Girls. Like literally during each intermission on the show, the Fly Girls, you would see the Fly Girls dance. They've got the
Dancer.
Wild and
Yeah.
Out girls come out and just look pretty, walk across the stage or whatever. And um, completely different. And then you've got your DJ. So I
Yeah.
mean, different elements, but they're not actually getting into characters. They're literally roasting each other and they're doing it on teams. So you still have that little element of In Living Color, but it's completely different. I mean, it was in a league of its own. Shows like that, shows like Mad TV, you would have the musical guests come on, you would have a DJ, you would have to open the show. SNL, you would have to have your opening to open up, and then you would also be able to collab with the cast as well too, and do your musical performance. So I mean, it's a lot to be
And
able
I
to,
and
yeah,
I also think that it's so many people are, it's just people, to be a comedian, so many people are so sensitive. Like, it's like I can't be funny because I'm gonna offend this person, or I'm gonna offend that person, or this person gonna take offense to it, and that's a
right.
hard job.
I'll say this as it pertains to comedy. My thing is it pertains to this. People should be able to laugh and have fun. Yes, laugh and have
Yeah,
fun, but try not to offend because we're living in a climate right now where some of the things that are some of the jokes and punchlines are harmful to us and certain communities, marginalized groups. So we have to make sure that if we're doing it, if you're going to do it tastefully, do it right. Like Wanda
yeah,
Sykes, I love her style of comedy because she's able to put in the climate that we're in, but make it light and not too serious or dark, if that makes sense. And
yeah.
so again, from 227, Jackie Harry said something, and I will never forget it. She said this. She said, doing comedy is all about timing. So you got to know when
Yeah,
to land that punchline. You got to know when to bring it on home and make that audience laugh. Like, I wish we could have the old comic view back. That feeling of being in a comedy club, sitting at a table just laughing. You're out with your friends and
yeah,
having a good time. So yeah, now we're now in a climate where so much has changed. Everything is different, and you got to be careful not to offend certain groups because certain groups
yeah,
become offended. The jokes are dangerous in a way, so we have to be mindful of that. So that's why.
yeah.
But other than that, I think everybody is doing their thing currently out here right now. Like who is out currently that I love? And one of the viewers just said it, Leslie Jones. I love how Leslie
Uh,
Jones loves Stephen Colbert. Yes, able to do it, not make it so serious, but
yeah,
always reflecting of the times. And as an artist, as uh, another comic that I do not think people get enough, she doesn't get enough credit for. And she was one of the writers on SNL, first black woman. That was Sylvia Tremont Morris. And she's still alive and living. She just does
Yeah.
not get roasted Muhammad Ali. Like to be able to roast a boxer to his face and make
Yeah.
them like, yes, it's out there. You have to have some sort of skill to be able to do something like that.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to her. I mean, Sylvia Tremont Morrison, first black woman to write for Saturday Night Live, right there. So I mean, you got to get your feet wet in some aspect of the business as it pertains to so many different things. Like Kevin Hart has his own company. Kevin Hart has his
Yeah.
company that he produces, and of course he's still doing comedy as well too. But he's stepping into other lanes. And that's what we
Right.
love about comedians like him. If not him, then Martin Lawrence is another example. Eddie Murphy. Of course,
Yeah.
we see them in front of the lens, but
And they
they've also stepped behind the lens as well too. So yeah.
opening doors for other people.
Oh yeah.
That's the
No
main
doubt.
thing. All of those people that you name have opened up doors for multiple people and help multiple people. And that's what, now you see that in Tyler Perry now. He's opening doors up for people, and I love it. I love it.
Yes, yes, yes. So we covered comedy, we covered the aspect of that. The final closing chapter, Dwayne. Now that you're
Okay.
in the prime, because you give so much thanks to God, as well as myself, as well as for each and every one of us that's watching, we all give thanks and credit to the Creator for making sure that we have our ability to keep going in our gifts. So as you look back and reflect on your life and that chapter,
Hmm.
and your prime chapter right now, what is in store in the horizon for you?
And with me, I just want to keep striving, stay drama free, um, and just let God lead me in my direction. I don't want to do. I'm comfortable in life right now. Um, I've never been comfortable before. I think I'm comfortable now. My sister said, "Buy my sister a house." But yeah, I'm just comfortable. And when God want to test me to say, all right, you too comfortable, let's try
Mhm.
something else now. And I just want to be ready for that, you know? And that's, you know, that's my strive for my next chapter. Is just stay drama free, keep God first, and push for everything that's coming to me.
And everything that you do. That's something that my grandmother would tell me before we get to our game and we wrap Fashion Dolls. Our two games here with Dwayne. We're going to do something called the Rapid Five, and then we're going to turn the tables. And I see a lot of new faces coming in. I know you guys want to know more about me as well, to the hostess. So you'll get to know that. But putting God first, my grandmother, who's 80 years old, she's still alive and living. Thank God for that. She's blessed and
That's a
still has
blessing.
the knowledge, still has the wisdom, still has the insight. She tells me this before we all go to any job interviews or anything. She said, put God first in everything that you do. Don't forget it, because just as fast as you got here in this position in your life, God can humble you and either bring you to a place where you want to be or bring you right back down to where you're at. So remember, be humble and put God first in everything that you do. Because just as fast as you got there, God can bring you back down a notch to remind you that He's still in charge. So
Right.
that's what He would always tell me, and my cousins and my siblings, as well as my mom and others as well too. So remember that. That is key and crucial for anything. Put God first in everything that you do. Creative. So,
Yes. Yep.
all right, fashion dolls. So it is time. We're going to get into our games here with Dwayne, and I'm going to let Dwayne give the final thoughts afterwards, and then I'll give my final thoughts. The first one we're going to do is called the Rapid Five, and Dwayne has to tell me five things he can't live without. All right. And most people will say their favorite drink, their favorite TV show they like to binge watch, their family, whatever it may be, whatever comes to mind. It's called the Rapid Five. So, Dwayne, what are five things that you can't live without?
Oh wow. Ooh. Ah, that's tough. Five things I can't live without. Let's say my Xbox.
Okay.
I think that's something I can't. Um, food. Um, hmm. I think that's why I just need food and my Xbox, and life is good. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. um, um, hmm. My kids.
Mm,
It'd be pretty tough for me to live without my kids.
your sister will
Um,
get you because she's right there in the audience. Family. Family should have been number one.
my sister. That's my baby right there. She supports me and everything, so I couldn't live without her. She have to be there. That's that's four and five. I don't just the love that I receive now. Like I never want to not receive the type of love that I'm receiving now. Like I never want to ever feel like I'm not loved. So I think love is the last thing that I definitely couldn't live without.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And those are the top five things that the Wayne can't live without. All right, fashion dolls. I always get nervous when we do this next segment. It is called Turn Those Tables. I
Uh
have
oh.
no clue what he is going to ask me. My guests get to ask as many questions as they want to. And for the new viewers, you get to know a little bit about me. You can also chime in and ask questions as well, too. So I'm going to pass it on down. And it's no longer Style by Stevie. It is the Dwayne Cottle Show. So I'm gonna pass it on down to Dwayne here. Take it away, Dwayne.
Hi. So what are some of your goals for the future?
Oh my God. I would love to specialize in production and writing and directing. Of course, you guys see me host the platform, but I would like to step behind the lens and produce and direct and write as well to other talk shows and platforms. So that's what I would love to do. I would also love to design fashion. I would love to have merch, have products, perfumes, makeup, hair, all of these things. I would love to have it all. So that's what I see for myself in the horizon.
Okay. So, who are some of the talk shows that you watched that inspired you to want to do something like what you're doing now?
I would have to say, of course, shout outs to Daniel. Daniel said it best, Stephen Colbert. If we want to go back in time, the one that really, really inspired me and I kind of gained the inspiration and influence from her would be Ricky Lake. Ricky Lake, hands down. Like Montel Williams is another one. Uh, who else? Rolanda Watts. Uh, A lot of people don't know this, but Vanessa from the Cosby Show, Tempest, she had a talk show. Yes,
Tempest. Yeah, I remember that.
but
Mhm.
Tempest had a talk show. She was one of my favorites to watch. Queen Latifah is another one. She had a talk show.
Yeah.
Uh, who's another that inspired me? Of course, Whoopi Goldberg. Unapologetically Whoop. Like she was everything. She had her show on HBO. This was way back in the day. So of course her, hats off to her. Uh, who else that I love that kind of has inspired and influenced me? Sally Jesse Raphael. I love just how straight to the point she was, how stern she was, and I noticed myself doing certain things that would be like, okay, this would be something Sally would do, or this would be something that Sally would say. She's very stern. Like you know, on every talk show they have the bad kids come on there talking back to their parents, and it was one episode where Sally literally got into one of those kids' ass, and you couldn't really hear what she was saying because the audience was cheering so loud. Like, and then she taped in New York, so you can only imagine the crowd anticipation, everything from the audience interacting with her. But Sally Jesse Raphael is another one, and another that I would have to say to complete that list of talk show hosts, I would have to say Tyra Banks. Tyra, because I mean, to be a supermodel, you're coming from the fashion world, and
Yeah.
you're now telling bits and pieces of yourself and things you've encountered. Judge Judy, that's more so. Yeah, that's not really. She's not really a talk show host, though. That's more so like okay, court shows. Like if you watch,
Yeah.
oh my God, I cannot remember the name of that show. It was a court show. Of course, we got Court TV, Court TV Vision. I like Judge Hatchett too, but that's a different arena. But talk shows, as far as in the talk show arena, Sally Jesse Raphael for sure. Uh, oh, it was so many. It was so many. It was so many. Uh, oh, we got Montel Williams.
Yeah,
Malik,
he had a long running show. I love Montel.
3,000 episodes total. Tamron
Yeah.
Hall is another one of my favorites. I love her. Um, who else? Oh my goodness. Who else do I love that is also a great talk show host? And they're doing a great job. Wow. Um, mm, man, oh man. It was so many back in the day. It was so many back in the day.
Yeah. All right, last
Um,
question. This is the very last question. It's going to be the hardest question.
okay.
If you can take back something in your life that has happened, and you can't say, well, I don't want to take anything back because I learned from it. There's
Right.
something that you wish that you could have taken back. What is it?
Something that I wish I could have taken back. Wow. I remember being so mad at my mom. My God. And you know how we always say, we hate you, we hate you, we hate you. Though that was something that I wish I could take back. Because now my mom needs me more than ever. And that was just me being young, dumb at the time. So that was something that I would definitely take back. I don't mean that. I love my mother and I would go to the end of the world and back for this one, you know. And we all have that thought in our head as a young child, like we hate our mom, we hate you, we say it, but we
Oh
also got
yeah,
popped in the mouth for it. So yeah, discipline was a thing with her, and she molded me into the woman that you guys see today. So that's something that I definitely take back. Is saying that I hate somebody. My grandmother said, "You don't hate people, baby. You love them. You know, you can disagree with them, but you don't hate. Hate is a strong word. So don't ever
yeah.
say that again." And my grandmother had to tell me that. So yes, I would have been picking my teeth up off the floor if I said it would have said it one more time. But but I'm thankful that I'm at where I'm at right now. My mom says it to me now, even in my adult years, being 31, she says, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. But yes, that is something that I truly would definitely take that. Yeah. You don't hate anybody.
Okay. Well, that's all my questions.
All right, then, Fashion Knows. And The View, yes, I forgot about The View. It was so many talk shows out
Yeah.
during that. I mean, you had Mari, but Mari would be doing the paternity test. As we got into the 20th century, Mari started doing the paternity test and stuff.
Well, he
Uh,
actually got that from Montel because Montel was doing it
yep.
first.
hmm And he had Sylvia Brown, the psychic, on his show and everything. And I forgot one, the late Ananda Lewis. She had a talk
Oh
show.
yeah,
You
yeah, she
see her
did.
on Teen Summit. She was
Yeah,
on PRL, MTV, and she had a talk show. So, and I got the pleasure. We exchanged DMs and we chatted briefly before her pass.
nice.
That was way before she passed. So it was during the pandemic. So yes,
Oh,
the late Ananda Lewis. But yes, forgot about her. And who else can I think of? There's one other black woman that hosted a talk show, and it was Della Reese. A lot of people didn't know she had a talk show. She had a late night variety slash talk show. Della
really? I
Reese.
didn't know that.
hmm Yep. Della
Okay.
Reese. It was Della Reese, Whoopi Goldberg. They had their late night variety shows too. So if you like Stephen Colbert, these two black women made it possible. Then Monique took that trend and she did it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I would have
Nice.
said Oprah, but Oprah is so. I mean, like everybody knows, of course, Oprah. Of course, she's the goat of talk shows. She was out during that time. But you had Ricky Lake, you had Jenny Jones, you had it was so many. Rolanda, Sally. The ones that I could relate to the most was Sally because Sally kept it real. She held her show in New York, and then what's so crazy is she got family involved. Like her kids were backstage producing and working on her show while she's taping live out in the audience as well. So I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. But that is it, Fashion Dolls. So before we
That is-
wrap, any gems that you would give to the next generation of actors, of comics, Dwayne, because this is such a refreshing conversation, and I hope y'all enjoyed that as well too. I hope you all enjoyed it this Friday.
Um, I would just say, man, just keep pushing. What you want to do, you do what you want to do, regardless of how hard it looks or how hard it takes to get there. You'll appreciate it later when you do get there.
Absolutely. And today's final thought comes from an amazing actor, and he also dabbles in the world of comedy too, Woody Allen. And he says 80% of success is showing up. So you have to show up. Be fearless in your approach of what sets your soul on fire and be intentional about doing it. Make a list of goals. Make a list of things that you want to work on. 2025 has been a roller coaster ride for each and every one of us as we look at the climate that we're in right now. We're living in times of uncertainty. But keep the faith. More importantly, keep your sanity. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. And more importantly, family is the key and can get you through anything. Like I invited
Yes.
my cousin has been coming on the show. She's going to be coming on the show regularly because you guys requested that she come back and y'all fell in love with her just as much as you love me. And it's a blessing to be able to connect with family. I had family from Delaware that just came down not too long ago and they left Thursday. So my grandmother told my mom about it, and that's how I found out. I was like, I didn't even know I have family in Delaware, but they came down. So it's important, key, and crucial that you keep surrounding yourself and uplifting yourself with people who are like-minded. And that is all I want to leave you guys with. And Dwayne, it was such a great chat. I had such an amazing time. Where can everyone follow you and check you out?
Y'all can check me out at ATL Ghost 12 on Instagram. Basically ATL Ghost on everything. ATL Ghost 12. That's IG, Instagram, and Dwayne Cottle on Facebook.
There we have it, fashion dolls. And your sister just said it best, family is everything. So
Yes.
keep that support system and that circle around you. Keep your family, and most importantly, as Dwayne stated throughout this conversation, the whole conversation has been centered on faith, family, God, overcoming obstacles. We touched on a number of things, and we hope this can be meaningful and helpful to somebody as well too, as you jumpstart your career, your legacy, and dabble in the world of comedy or in the world of acting or fashion or whatever it may be, whatever you like. But in the meantime, I need you guys to head on over and check out Dwayne and Michael James and the Group Home TV series out on Tubi now. You will laugh till you cry. Trust me, I have. And Love and Success. Be sure to check out Dwayne and Love and Success as well too, and many more, much more to come in the horizon. So thank you so much. I had a great time, and I would love to bring you back for my 20th season. Yes, guys, we are coming back. 20 seasons in the making, January
All right.
2026, and this is interview 853. So thank you all so much for
Oh
your love
wow!
and your
Congratulations on that.
support. Yes, yesterday was 852. Today is 853. So
Oh,
thank you guys for tuning in, for leaving your comments, for subscribing to the channel, for checking out Little Old Me, and just bringing in your followers, everybody. So I see a lot of new traffic. Y'all are, I don't know what it is in the sauce. A lot of people want to know what is the sauce? What is it that she has that draws people to her? I would love to know too. I'm still learning. but
and
I love
Stevie
y'all.
also Chosen Hope just came out on Tubi. Go check that out as well.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure you guys go and check it out. Also, check out the group home. Check out Love and Success as well, too. And thank you. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Shay. And more importantly, I love you all. Y'all be safe. Find laughter in the midst of chaos. Find your joy. And that's what I would recommend for each and every one of you. That's your homework assignment for this weekend. Find your joy. Take a trip with your friends. Live, love, laugh. And more importantly, laughter lets you live longer. So keep laughing. Laugh at the foolishness, but also be vigilant, be aware, and stay conscious with your family. Stay in touch with family because family is everything, as Shay just said. And I love you all. Y'all be safe and have a fabulous weekend. Joining me next week, we have actress Judy Lee, and some of that lineup is up. So I will see y'all then. Talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye.